Hi again. Yeah, I was on my way back from the job I showed you yesterday, the rotivating job, and my wheel bearing started to make a noise. And by the time I got here, where my dad lives, it actually broke up and was making a real noise. So I've got that off now. Um, bit of a task to get it off, but it wasn't too bad. But I'll show you how the bearings broke up, and I'll show you what the problem I'm having at the moment. Yes, believe it or not, that's the remains of the old bearing. And there, I can't believe it wasn't actually making a noise. It was really quiet, it was making a noise until it started to go home. And then about the last sort of 5 miles, it started making a whirring noise. And then, luckily, I just got to my dad's and it sort of seized up. And that's how it come out. So I've actually managed to push that out there with a bearing pusher machine thing. I'll show you that in a sec. My problem is now, actually I thought this part would be quite hard to push out of there, but it came out quite easy actually, it wasn't too bad. But this is my problem. That part there of the bearing is stuck. I can't get it off. I've tried heating it and everything, but I think it could need, I think that the only way I've looked at how I think I can get it off is by heating it and then getting a chisel to one that side and get my dad from the other side. So when he gets back, we'll see if we can get that off. Then the new bearing's in here. That's what it should look like. And then the job should be good then. But I can't, like I said, I can't believe the bearing broke up so much. And just that, you know, it wasn't making no noise. Then all of a sudden, sort of made a noise. Basically, up my dad's drive nearly. Where it got worse, and then it broke up like this. Might be a little bit dark, but that's what it is. It's a strong arm. Just got the like jack there, and it sort of jacks it down there, and that just adjusts all the way down. It's a not really nice tool to, and that usually most bearings it sorts out. Sometimes it's a bit difficult if they're really hard, because it's only a 10-ton one. I think you can get a 30-ton one, I think. But I got these like range of old bearings which I used to push the other ones out. The hardest thing really is to mount the part on here. So I've got like these little bits of metal and that. And luckily, to push that big part of the bearing, the inner bit out, I managed to find this old bearing here which worked and pushed it out a treat. So yeah, it's a good tool. It's made easy work of it. Yeah, this is another problem I'm having. I broke a slider pin getting the caliper off because that was seized. That's quite seized in there. So that one come out okay, as you can see, it's working fine. But that one I snapped off, and there you can see it there. Managed to heat it up and get it off. Now I'm waiting for that. I've ordered it, and I think they've got me the wrong parts in. So it's typical. So I'm going to be waiting for that and not going to be able to get the truck done. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, but I'll see if they can get the parts in for tomorrow. But it's weekend nearly now, so it's going to become more difficult. Yeah, as I've been waiting for parts for the truck today, I decided I'd fix my ride-on base as well. I haven't used this for probably a month now, because the bearings went on here also. You can see I've got a new bearing carrier on there. It sort of comes in kits. You get the bearing carrier, then the bearings, then the oil seal. So I've done all that. Sharpened the blades up. They're not brilliant, the blades, but they're a lot better. So yeah, he actually fell off. There was play in it. I've just got to tighten up, but I haven't got correct washer. I need to get one of them, and I'll have to get that back working again. Pretty easy job to do actually. They sort of pressed in nice here. Got a bearing press, so that's what we used, and it got them in. So that should be okay now. Last time I put new bearings in it, they seemed to be a bit loose in the carrier, so I mean that's why it failed. They lasted about 3-4 months, but now it should be okay. So I'll show you that more in action when it's back together, because I can put the GoPro on that now, because I've got my clamp kit, mount kit. So I'll show you a bit of footage as I'm cutting. That should be done by over the weekend, that one. Yes, I managed to get this off in the end, that bit of bearing. I had to cut it off with the angle grinder. I've slightly marked it there, but not much. Very little. It'd be better if I had like a Dremel tool. I think I might get it myself one. I've got a cheap one, but not a proper Dremel one. But it has got it off. I'm happy with it. So I'm going to get the big bearing in now, and then slide down a little bit around there. I'll just file that down, but that's satisfactory enough. That'll be okay. So I can start getting this thing back together. So I'll probably show you an update of when it's back on the truck.